Hey guys, it's Crystal with a basket case again. Listen, I started this concept, and before I got any further, I just kind of want to bring you guys in and let you see what I am doing. I'm trying to do some different Valentine Day concepts. Or Mother's Day or Easter or whenever. I'm just trying to kind of mix it up a little bit, just using some things that I already have in my stockpile. Forgive me for not being on camera. It's about 10:50. I think it's about 10:50, almost 11 o'clock. And I've already had my shower. And after this concept, I think I'm going to be wrapping it up and getting ready to say good night. But before I get into this, it's not going to take very long. If you guys would please hype this video up for me, I really would appreciate it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you all for joining this amazing platform. If you're new, and for all my returning subby buddies, hey, thank you very much for coming back to see me. Okay. All right, guys, I had this cheetah print blanket, or throw rather, that I wrapped around a piece of, this is just a piece of styrofoam that I've already broke off, but it was pretty wide and tall, okay? And as you can see, it's pretty thick. So I used this piece of styrofoam. Something came packed in it. My neighbor was getting rid of it, and I saw her going out with it. And before she could make it to the dumpster or the trash can to throw it in, I was like, hey, girl, give me that. She was like, yes, ma'am, you definitely could have it. So it's clean right out the box. So I went ahead and she had like 3 or 4 pieces. She bought something that came packed in it. And I was like, man, this is perfect. It's just the perfect size that I needed. And I just broke off a little piece. Okay. So that's what's wrapped around this. This blanket is definitely wrapped around that piece of styrofoam. And what I did was I just connected it in a couple of places with my trusty tag gun, okay? Just the tag gun, and I tagged it closed, all right? Okay. All right, and then this is going to serve as my backer, and as you can see, it's pretty sturdy. Nothing's going to move. When I shrink wrap it, it may come up just a little bit, but I'm going to try to hold it steady right there because I don't want my cup and everything to fall forward. Okay, then I just took a piece of my black grosgrain ribbon that I had hanging around on my desk and tied that right across the top, kind of bring out some of that black up there. Okay, I know you guys remember the City Trends haul that I told you about with these beautiful slippers. I did a live on it, so I bought a bunch of them, and let me tell you, I'm using them and I'm rolling them out. If you've noticed, I left them in the box. I haven't taken any out the box yet. I love the box because it takes up room in the basket, so I'm leaving them in there as much as I can. So these are the beige ones, or the camel tan color ones with the pearls. Let me lift it up just a little bit so you can see. Okay, so I left those in the box. And I had this cosmetic bag hanging around in my stockpile. Man, let me tell you, this bag has been hanging around my stockpile for, I know, 2 years. And it's a BB bag, so it's a designer bag. I think I got this from a bin store, one of the bin stores. And like I said, it's been hanging around in my stockpile for a while. Actually forgot I had it, but I was looking for something to tie in with the basket, and voila, lo and behold. So it is black, and it has the gold lips. Okay, that pulls some of the gold from this other concept. And of course, it's the BB bag. I'm going to leave it attached. I think the retail price of this was like $30. But I went ahead and I cut off the price tag there. I just kind of cut that off. Okay. But like I said, it did come from the bin store. I can only find one, so I'm using it in this concept. Okay. All right. We know our gold Dollar Tree cups. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody has some of these or has seen them, but that's just my gold Dollar Tree tumbler right there. I put it on a riser to kind of raise it up just a little bit. Just took this same styrofoam, broke it off, okay, in a square, okay, and wrapped the square in some black tissue paper and used that for my riser, okay, to raise the cup up. I have my cute little teddy bear here, okay. He's just a little bear he was free. I had a couple of those, and I just stuck him in there because I needed to fill up some space. Last but not least, we have this vanilla velvet creme brulee body cream. Remember, Ollie's got a bunch of those. So I went ahead and put that in here just right by the teddy so it looks like he's holding it. Okay? All right, guys. Basically, that's it for this concept. I have a little piece of scrap ribbon here, which is the cheetah print ribbon. And I'm going to just tie that right here around his neck. I don't have enough to make a bow, so I'm just going to tie it. And let's see, I think I'm just going to tie it and maybe leave it just hang a bit. Let's see if I can get that. I'm trying not, well, I was trying not to take him out of here, but I think I'm going to have to get this tied right. So let's just put him down here. Yeah, I didn't have much of this ribbon left, so we're just gonna make it do what it do. We're just gonna make a little knot, just a little knot there, and tie it, like I said, just to kind of bring in some of that cheetah. It's almost the same color as he is. Not too really worried about that. Like I said, it was just a scrap piece that I had. I'm just going to attempt to cut it at an angle here. I need my sharp scissors. Okay. Sharp scissors. Voila. Cut it at an angle. Okay. So Teddy has his little cheetah ribbon around his neck. I'm going to stick him right back down in here, like so. And then we're going to take our vanilla creme brulee, velvet vanilla. Okay, remember, got that from Ollie's. All right, I think they were $1.99. They had two different fragrances. I think one was it was in a burgundy tube. And this came in kind of that pinky, whitey color. All right. All right. I'm going to put maybe like a flower or something right here because I do have a little bit of a hole. But I don't really want to add any more products to this. So I think I have a nice, pretty flower I'm going to put there. I also have this. Now, let me tell you, this is a very quality piece. This belt came from Nordstrom's, okay? I don't know if any of you are familiar with Nordstrom's. If you are, if you know, you know. But if you're not, Nordstrom is a very, very high-end department store. Sort of along the lines of an upscale Macy's, I would think. So I don't know if you can see it, but the retail price on that was like $35 for this belt. And it is it's the real hair. It's like the cheetah hair. Let's see. Let's see if it gives me a description. Nordstrom 6th Avenue. It's a leopard. Okay. Really, really nice. This is a quality piece. Let me tell you, I bought a bunch of these before Dirt Cheap went out of business. Not Dirt Cheap. Was it Dirt Cheap? Big Lots. Yeah, it was Dirt Cheap. When they went out of business, they had a bunch of these just thrown on the table, and I bought all of them. They all came in like the larger sizes, but you can cut them down, you know, if your waistline is small. So it's a pretty, pretty long belt. Let me tell you, I bought a bunch of these. I've used them in several concepts. I'm just kind of rolling it up here. I've used it in several concepts, and I kept one for myself. I absolutely love, love, love this belt. I'm going to leave this tag on there because it says that it came from Nordstrom's. I'm sorry. Yeah, from Nordstrom's. And like I say, it's a very high quality piece. So I'm just going to leave the care tag on there, and I'm going to leave the tag of where it came from on there. Okay. And I think I want to set that right down in here like so, some sort of way, because I want that also showcased. So I'm going to put that right there. All right. And like I said, I think I'm going to get a nice big flower and put there. Actually, bear with me just a sec. I'm going to go in my stockpile and see if I can find something that's going to tie this all together. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. I could not find, excuse me, I did not have a flower that I really liked. It just, I don't know, it just wasn't sitting right down in there. So I did have some flowers that would match color-wise, but I don't know, it just wasn't giving me what I wanted it to give. So when in doubt, loofah, you know, when in doubt, we always use loofahs to fill up holes. And I have this beautiful beige or gold one that matches his slippers and matches that blanket and the bear really, really nicely. It was the only one I had in my stockpile this color. And all I could say was, look at God. Okay. So we're going to put that right here. And that's going to sit up there really, really nicely and fill in that hole really nice. Okay. I also went ahead and took the liberty of, you know, you saw me roll up the belt, and I took a zip tie and just tied it closed to keep it from opening up. So I'm going to cut off this zip tie really close. Great. So no one will poke themselves with it. And that's going to keep it tied really nice. And I am going to take this very nice, very expensive belt and sit it right down in here so it'll be visible. Okay. And I'm gonna try to display these tags just a little bit. But the tag will just show the name of the product, not necessarily, you know, a price or anything. I took the price off of this one for BB, so I think I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a glue dot, just one little glue dot, because I really do want that tag to be displayed. To me, some tags bring a little bit visual interest, and it also lets the buyer know that, hey, this is a designer piece. Okay, so in this basket I have two designer pieces. I have the BB cosmetic bag, which I have, okay, I have it sitting on some paper because I want it to stay put. Okay. And then I'm going to slip my belt right back in here, like so. Okay. Of course, I'm going to put some shred and stuff in here, so that's going to hold it even more. Right. All right, guys, what do you think? I don't know. You know what? I think I'm not going to display this tag because now that I think about it, take my glue dot off of there. Okay. And it peels off just great. Okay. Great. And take my glue dot off of there. And I'm just going to stick that tag right down in there because you know what? Everybody's familiar with that name. I don't need a tag showing. That was a little bit overkill. All right. All right, guys. I think that is it for this basket. One other thing. I have this. Have you guys heard this? Gata. It is it's a sense of seduction. It's a pheromone-infused oil. I think Rihanna came up with this. I went to a bin store and found a ton of these. But when I went online, they've been all over TikTok. These things are selling, I mean, the retail price is way up there. Like I said, I got a bunch of them from a bin store for like $2. But it smells so wonderful. Guys, this stuff smells so good. It's a pheromone, so it mixes with the natural, your hormones and your natural scents. Let's see, it says the scent profile is jasmine, black currant, cata, peony, rose, and pink pepper. Okay, man, let me tell you, go online and read about it. It's Goda, Goda. Go online and read about it. This stuff is amazing. I was gonna go ahead and just kind of put it down in here just to bring a little bit higher price to the basket. I don't know if a whole lot of people, well, I don't know. It's been all over TikTok, so I'm pretty sure a lot of people are familiar with it. I love it. I wear it all the time. And the thing I really, really love about it is it smells different on everybody. Because like I said, it mixes with your natural body chemistry. So I think I'm going to put that in here. Now, I have 1, 2, 3 designer pieces. I don't know, guys, if that's overkill, you know, but I did want to bring a good price on this basket. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. I don't know if I'm going to put that in here. I could just put a little candle in there. I don't know if I like that candle in there, though. I don't know. That brings it, I don't know. I'm not crazy about that candle. I think I am going to go ahead and put this in here, you know, as a nice secondary scent. I'm telling you, go online and check it out. That stuff smells so good. And then I'm going to make a beautiful bow on it, probably mixing some cheetah ribbon. I think I have some. I'm not really sure if it's this particular print or not. Let me cut this off of here. It's a piece of string where the tag was on where I bought my basket. So I'm going to cut that off of there. All right. All right, guys. This is it for my BB basket. My leopard or my cheetah print basket with that beautiful belt, blanket, the slippers, a nice loofah, this beautiful gold cup. I don't know, guys. I'm thinking maybe $85 for this basket. Too much? Not enough? I don't know. Let your girl know. Okay? All right, guys. I'm going to get it bagged up and bowed up probably tomorrow because the hour's getting late and I'm a little bit tired. But again, let me know what you think about this beauty. Okay? All right, guys. This is Crystal with a basket case, as usual, saying bye for now. Have a great night, evening, or morning, or whenever you're catching this video. Just have a great day. Bye-bye.